All right, guys, just wanted to introduce you to another BNB platform. This one here pays out 3% a day. Obviously, there's no referrals required for you to earn the 3% a day. This is definitely on the higher end risk because anything that's paying 3% a day, just understand that there's high risk involved with that. Of course, doesn't mean that other things that are paying less than 3% a day are any less risky. But of course, just be smart with things. For me, I look at this like the contract is going up. I've been looking at the contract now for, I don't know, a day or two, something like that. And the contract has been moving steadily upwards. People have been sending me links to this thing saying, hey, it's been running for 6 months, which I look at, I'll be honest with you, I'll look at as a a double-edged sword, because on one hand, yes, it's been running for 6 months, which is great because there's a track record. On the other hand, I like to get into things when they're brand new or as early as possible, at the very beginning if I can. If not, within a couple of weeks, or like with Rex, I got it. It's been 2 months running, and I jumped in. So as close to the beginning as I possibly can. This one has been running for 6 months. So again, take that with a grain of salt. There's obviously pros and cons to every situation. Um, that being said, I will throw some BNB into it because 3% a day. Just on the passive side, if it runs for a month, we will break even, and then everything above and beyond that will be profit. The way this contract works is it doesn't end at 200% or 300% or something like that, like other things. It just continually pays you 3% a day on your deposit. So that being said, let me just jump back here. BNB business. This one here is this is a beast of a platform if you understand it. Now, if you don't understand it, then maybe you're missing it and it's going over your head. But beautiful thing about BNB business, guys, is it can potentially run for a long time because it doesn't pay out a certain percentage a day. It pays out based on the activity of people that are in the platform, right? As they are buying packages, or as they are being forced to upgrade, right? That there's a feature in the contract that forces people to upgrade, which helps the sustainability of the platform. And of course, people above and below you in your single line family, as they interact with the contract, that's what pays you dividends. It could potentially run for a very long time. It's not, the passive income is not generated through trades or minting of coins or anything like that. Not that there's anything wrong with that, but it's based on the activity of people that are actually participating in the contract. So that can potentially help the sustainability, and this thing can run for a very, very long time. So yes, we're making crazy amount of BNB with this. I don't even want to say, because people are going to be like, well, people always have something to say, but this thing it's going nuts. And again, it's pretty new. I believe it's, I don't know what, 10 days old, something like that. But yeah, we'll do more updates with BNB business. I just wanted to kind of get that out there because I've been getting questions. How long do you think this will run? Does it have the potential to run for a long time? Again, I'm not the owner of this thing, so I can't guarantee anything. But why I think it'll run for quite a while is because of what I just mentioned, right? So that being said, we'll talk about BNB business on other videos. This video is about BNB miner. So BNB miner, 1,095% APR. If you do the math, that's about 3%. Now, it's not a fixed 3% from what I understand. I'll show you the pinned post on their Telegram. But again, it's a very basic UI. Essentially, what you're doing is you're playing this game where you're putting BNB into the contract. It pays out a certain percentage every day, and you can either withdraw your dividends, or you can use your dividends to compound, right? Throw it back into the contract, quote unquote, hire more miners. And again, that you play the game as you see fit. When I say play the game, you want to withdraw everything? Do you want to compound everything? Do you want to do 50-50, 25, 75, 60, 40, whatever your split is? Everyone has a different strategy on how to play these games. So you do what you need to do. But again, I pretty much know what I'm going to do with this. It's a pretty simple strategy, one that I've, basically applied for a very long time. which is recoup my deposit and then compound from there once I've pulled out my seed capital. So let me just go over the Telegram. Actually, this is the contract right here. This is the contract. It's 841 BNB. There was 700 and change, I think, a day ago or a day and a half ago. So it is going up. I've been looking at it. Now, again, can't guarantee that it's going to continue to go up, but right now, as I'm making this video, the balance has been increasing, right? Now, of course, the BNB value, this will change because BNB, the price of BNB is going up and down. But yeah, there's, as of right now, as I'm making this video, $349,910 in the contract. And again, if you want to be passive with this, you can essentially throw some BNB in here, and every day you'll receive an average of 3%. Now, again, it's not a fixed 3%. Let me show you here. This is the pin post. This is the pin post on their Telegram. I actually copied and pasted it here on this document just to make it bigger so you can see, because just pulling it up on Telegram, it's a little bit small. But it says here the contract, the BNB miner contract, is open source and visible here on BSC Scan. This right here is I just showed you the contract. Just with all of the developers' projects, the contract is rug-free and immutable, meaning there are no functions that the dev can use to train or change the contract operation. So, that's you'll be able to interact with the contract, and they can't do a rug pull. The probability of the BNB miner contract draining is highly unlikely due to our 3% maximum daily return, and considering that many users are compounding their daily returns for larger future profits. So assuming people are compounding, then yes, this can run for quite a while. If everybody starts to withdraw simultaneously, then obviously then the BNB will start to drain, but that's with any contract. That's not with this, right? So doesn't mean it's not a bad thing. It's just, it is what it is. Strategies and additional information. Oops, let me scroll back down. So it says here, BNB miner is for users who want long-term profits, and sustainability is not for people who want instant profits that ultimately wreck others. BNB miner is not to be confused with farms. Miners are not bought, they're hired, and therefore cannot be sold. In other words, when you put funds into this platform, you can't pull it back out. You just have to put it there, and then whatever your daily percentages, you'll be able to pull that out, what's in your available balance, right? But you can't throw funds in here and then unstake like you could in a farm. It's not like that. So he's just clarifying that you can't pull it out once you put it in, okay? Once miners are hired, they work for you indefinitely, right? But again, like I mentioned already, it's not a certain percentage. It's not until you hit 200% or 300%, like you've seen with other things. This pays you indefinitely, providing you with an unlimited amount of BNB at a starting rate of 3% daily. Long story short, our algorithm allows every participant to profit handsomely, no matter their strategy. On the other hand, our algorithm also will not allow any single participant to have an unfair advantage over other participants, and that's a beautiful thing. So strategies are personal. As I mentioned before, everyone does different things. Do what you see as fit. You either strictly compound, aka hire more miners, strictly pocket BNB, or do a healthy combination of both, whether that be a 50-50 split, 60-40, 75-25, whatever the case might be. In our opinion, the best strategy is to compound as often as possible, considering transaction gas. Once you're happy with your daily, weekly, or monthly results, take profits as often as you see fit, and simply continue compounding the rest. Let's see here. Keep in mind, this is what I wanted to cover. Keep in mind that the 3% is not completely constant. So it's not a fixed 3% a day based on what's happening with the contract, what's happening in the market, what's going on with the platform and the community. They can adjust that, right? It will vary slightly based on a combination of factors, including your personal hiring, pocketing, compounding habits, and the habits of the community as a whole. Your personal habits hold much more weight in regards to your personal return. Also remember that just as the number can decrease, it also increases based on a combination of those same habits. So again, it's not a fixed percentage, although I believe it does start at 3%. That can be adjusted over time. Let me see if there's anything else here that I wanted to cover. All right, so after hiring any number of miners, you will begin to see returns very close to the advertised percent daily. This number will rise and or fall based on the factors explained above. BNB miners complete and 100% automated DeFi, no developer interaction is necessary to continue operating as intended. The only fee that users personally incur is the transaction gas fee, and also a 5% development fee is paid to the developer, but this fee is not paid by you as a user. This fee is paid to the developer by the contract as a whole. So that's fine, right? Devs have to get paid too. Yeah, so other than that, it's pretty much cut and dry. It's pretty simple and straightforward. Let's see. Let me show you here. If I put 5 BNB, what does that give me? 1.39 million miners. And then I'll get 3% on that. Hire more miners. Oh, I see. Okay. Yeah, so that'll confirm here. So I'm gonna test it out. If I like it, I'm gonna throw more BNB into it. But yeah, if the contract continues to go up, this can last for a while. Again, we only need this to last for a month for us to break even. After that, it's pure profit. Again, if it runs for another month after that, or 2 months after that, or 3 months after that, that's, all profit after the first month. So again, this is a degen play, guys. Definitely high risk. We'll see what happens. Yeah, there you go. So this starts to accrue over time. And again, it's equal to about an average of 3% per day on the deposit that you put in. All right, guys. So if you want to check this out, I will leave a link down below. Again, only put in what you can afford to lose, guys. And again, this is high risk, so do your own research. Follow me on Telegram. I will leave a link for that down below, and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Hit the little bell icon so you'll get notified straight away whenever I do a brand new video, and I will catch you on the next video. Peace.